everybody out there in YouTube land. Well, we got a little special thing coming to you today. If I can get this working right. We're going to do a little rolling interview. I got my buddy Mike, fellow Magnum driver, right up there ahead of us. Thought we'd do a little rolling interview here. See if I can get him up on the radio. Hey Mike, you up there?
Yeah, good.
Hey, roger that. Hey, I thought we'd do a little rolling interview. I got the camera going. So you be live on YouTube now, my friend.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Whoa!
Oh, we've been having a great time, huh? Well, we've been running together, what now, 2 days?
Oh, yeah, man, that's the only way to do OTR.
Yeah, we come into Wyoming there at the DOT station. That DOT, you were standing right behind me when I did my paperwork thing, and then you stepped up to the DOT. After that, he was kind of shocked, 2 Magnum drivers, one after another.
Yeah, that's right. He asked us if we're riding together, if we had CBs. I said, absolutely. That's the only way to do this job. It don't happen that often, you know. But, hey, it's been a great 2.5 days so far.
Yeah, we made a long time into a good time. So how long have you been driving for Magnum?
I just completed 7 years in March in a couple months.
You know, and I know that there's a lot of companies that are trying to get you to jump ship. I heard you say earlier what it was going to take to get out of a Magnum seat and drive for somebody else. So won't you just put it out here on YouTube? Let them know what it is that you'd take to get out of that Magnum seat.
Oh, to get me out of here, no, you gotta understand I don't like change, but I make pretty good money. I'm in the mid-70s last few years here, and for me to go, I'm coming up on 40 years old. I'm looking for something I don't have to wonder about, see more money for a little while, I think get that six-figure digit platform, and just better overall pay, maybe a little couple percentages on that 401k be alright too.
Roger that, but that says a lot. It'll take $100,000 a year to get you out of that seat. But money ain't everything. Since you've been here for so long, what are the things that you actually like about this company?
Well, I'll tell you what, they run me like, I guess they run me like an owner operator, right? They give me the dispatch, hey, don't be late, no beef, and that's how it is. And then, other than that, they leave me alone, treat me like an adult, and it's fine, man. It's really good. We don't have to compete with the lease guys, many owner operators, so the freight side. Good time in general, and they don't like bother you all the time.
Yeah, I like these nice long runs we get too. Like this one here, I come out of Boise, Idaho, grab this load in Burley, Idaho, and all the way to Fort Worth.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good, man. They treat you fair, as long as you put in the work, they reward you,
So how long have you been driving a truck?
No, about 10.5 years, I guess now.
Yeah, where'd you start out at?
Well, yeah, I started off in Trans Am for a little while. Now I've always done company, a lot of these big carriers or bigger carriers pushing lease down your throat. I don't do that stuff. I'm a company guy, I like company money. I don't have a lot of good things to say about that company other than the fact that I did learn the roads out here, and all these back roads and stuff where they ran free. So I do appreciate them for that much. But other than that, I'm glad I moved on, and I'm really glad I've been here at Magnum for as long as I have.
Roger that. Yeah, you got a few years on me here at Magnum. This is going on my 5th year this year. I'm real happy here. I always tell everybody the only seat I'm going to go into from here is my own. And the only reason why I want to do that was if I wanted to be home more often
something, that you can't do that, blah, 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 or that. That's another reason why, I'm probably still here. It's a home time, actually.
Yeah, I think it's probably the most liberal home time in the industry. I generally stay out for 2 months at a time and then go home for 3 or 4 days, just because that's all I really wanted as far as home time. But the last couple months, I took a week off last month, and I took a week off the month before, and took a week off the month before that, I think. So I've got more than enough home time. And even though I didn't put in for home time, this load going to Fort Worth, and had some personal business come up at the house. Just called the dispatcher and said, hey, I need 2 days in Oklahoma City, so I unload in Fort Worth on Friday. Don't load me until load me out of Oklahoma City on Monday, and it seems like that's no big deal.
And that's another good point about it, with this outfit, hey, if you got a little extra time, they don't mind you taking it out, that's really nice, man, because, OCR, at the end of the day, it's hard to still be gone if you have family. I can't imagine if you had kids out here beyond that. It's been a tough job if you had a bunch of little ones, but, you gotta do what you gotta do, but, that little, every time I go to Atlanta, Georgia, I'm always heading to the house, go see my wife, and all that stuff, so, I don't know, I see her sometimes, a couple times a month, and every other month. It just depends where the freight's going and where I have to go,
Yeah, it's like me. Whenever I can, I try to get a load from the cities going down to Dallas, because I know I can stop over at night and have dinner with the family.
Yeah, I just, I try to get a lot of Georgia loads if I can, but sometimes you can't, but, that's just the way it goes. Depends where the freight's going. And like I said, it's not a big deal about getting home time. You put in for it, that's what you want, and you'll get what you want.
I tell people, and they don't hardly believe me when I tell them, as long as I've been here at Magnum, whatever time I've ever put in for my home time, I've been home on that day. Not once have they missed it.
Yeah, like I said, I've been here like 7 months. I've been late once, no, twice. And the first time, they apologized. That wasn't a big deal. I had nothing going on at home. But the second time was a couple years later, and I still didn't care. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal for me. But now my first company I drove for, I was late every time. I put in for whatever dates, and I would get home 2 or 3 days late, and that was a big thing. Hey, I'll run these loads to clear across America for you by what you asked me to do, and I did it. It's like every other trucker in America, but you sons of bitches can't get me home on time on the regular. We're gonna be.
Right, Roger that. But this trip has been a lot of fun. We've been yakking on the CB the entire time, and right there before we come in the pilot for fuel, we had a good conversation. Several other truck drivers joined in. That was a good time.
Yeah, no doubt. You guys need to turn on these CBs, man. Talk about killing some time going down the road. That's great, man.
Well, not only is it a good time, but help each other out, tell each other what's in front of us, tell us where the hardships are. We've been running into brake checks here and there, and know all the news of what's going on in front of us. That's all good. I don't understand why more people don't run the radio.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably watching movies, making TikToks, Facebook and stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, you just got that new radio in your truck. You want to tell everybody what you're running there?
Yeah, I got the Striker 655 HP. Freaking awesome. I was running a Cobra 29 LTD for the last 10 years. It's like, well, figure I'm going to drive another 20 years, so something a little better. Went up to the radio, and been at it for for a month now, a month and a week or so. Anyways, I got the matching antenna. It's pretty good shit here.
Yeah, I noticed you had that antenna leaning all forward. Got that super trucker mode going on, brother.
Hey, man, that's how they installed it.
that guy that was hollering goes, anybody looking for a pilot car going into Colorado? Was that you that thought he said pilot car and asked him if there were points on it?
No, I heard that. He should have said escort service, but then again, that one got twisted too.
I thought it was kind of funny. He's saying pilot car, not pilot card.
Yeah, I saw. That's funny.
So yeah, we're gonna run on down the road here for a couple hours with each other, but you're like tonight, you're gonna run down to Amarillo, have a good time in Amarillo this evening. I'm gonna stop off in Beaver, Oklahoma, have dinner with my mom. Mom's gonna make me a big old pot roast tonight.
That sounds wonderful, man. How old's your mother?
My mom's in her 80s, so I gotta take the opportunity to go see mom when I can, you know.
Absolutely, I agree with that 100%.
You know, and that's something else. We ain't routed. We don't have to stay particularly en route, as long as they don't mind. As long as we don't get stupid about it, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to us.
Exactly. They run you like an owner-operator, except, you don't have the stress of doing the banking and the finance and the paper management and all that other horseshit. All you gotta do is fill it up, drive there, pick it up, and deliver on time. But I know this guy much. I don't really think they can bitch about the fuel. I mean, these trucks are going like 8.5 miles MPG. That's really good. So.
Yeah. We were talking to that flatbedder the other day. He said he was getting 4.5 miles to the gallon. And I told him, I said, I'm getting 8.5. Truck I'm in, I thought he was going to fall over backwards.
I know. I thought he had, was that a 680 he was driving? I thought it was a Kenworth or something.
Yeah, it was a T680. Said he was getting 4.5 in it. I thought that was a little harsh.
Yeah, man. Did he say what engine that was?
No, after he said 4.5 miles a gallon, I didn't ask any questions.
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't know. I want to drive that truck.
Not if I was paying for the fuel in it.
That's terrible.
I mean, a long-nosed Pete or even a W9 ought to get 5.5 on a bad day.
Oh, I was going to say, at least 5.5 on flats and probably in the 30s up those mountains.
Now, that's a good-looking Pete that was running behind us when we got off there at the 287. I like that green and blacked out the way. That was classy.
Yeah, I thought it looked like a Mountain Dew can or something.
I was thinking Monster drink, but again, everybody knows I'm addicted to Monsters.
That's cool. What do you got in there, driver? Yeah, boy.
Had to turn my squelch down. I didn't think I could hear him.
Yeah, I think it's a 1995. Said he's getting like 7.3. It's kind of choppy on my end.
Did you say which direction he was going, south or north?
I have no idea. I'm kind of guessing north, which is fast on them trucks. Hey, you want to do a flyby and get my truck on your video?
Yeah, we can do a flyby.
Awesome.
You've been doing TikTok videos, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a little something on TikTok. Can I get a plug?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell everybody your TikTok channel.
Alright, on Facebook or YouTube, TikTok is at MikeTruck2, aka FIFO. And that's the number 2, just in case you want to know.
Go ahead and give that one more time.
Whole thing all together at Mike Truck 2, aka FIFO.
Maybe we get a little traffic going your direction.
Yeah, maybe. People are just going to adjust here.
Slows down to 45 here.
Target time to do a flyby.
Roger that. Won't come in a little hot.
I'll back her down a little bit.
Alright everybody, there's Big Mike right there. Get you a little rear view action. See them goggles? Freaking goggles crack me up, dude.
It's all right.
Well, brother, I think that made for a good little YouTube video. We don't want to make it too long. Anything you want to say to everybody out there before we put this to the bed?
Yeah, probably. I just got to think what it'd be.
All right, brother. We're going to go ahead and call it a close. And I'll end this video, and I'll let you bounce out there in the front door again. You run a little bit quicker than I am. Anyway, let me close off this video.
I mean,
Well, guys, that was our rolling interview with Big Mike, another Magnum driver. We've been having a lot of fun on this trip. Thought we'd share with y'all just a little bit. But we're going to get it on down the road and deliver this freight. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember, you too can change the world. All you got to do is be nice to each other. Bye-bye.